but it's the day 5 digits are
Don't
due.
tell her that.
Okay, March 6th. This is speed, and this is complete review. This is just a chance for us to bring back what we knew and practice it. It fits in this unit because we've been talking about rates, and speed is a special rate. Ooh, speed is a special rate in what per what? Think about driving, cars and speeds. What is speed a rate of? What is speed a rate of? Julie?
Miles. I don't know.
Miles, which is a measure of distance. Per unit of what, Lisa? Miles per an hour is a measure of time. So speed is just a special rate. It's the one that compares distance to time. The formula to remember, Mason?
V equals S2.
Good. Anyone not remember that? If you did it, here's something clever. When you're going really fast and you're speeding away, you say to somebody, I left you in my
Dust.
Looks kind of like dust, doesn't it?
No, it looks like dust.
Dust. All right. Got it?
Maybe if there was a U.
It's the plow.
You guys, come on.
Oh, smart people.
Oh.
All right. So the first thing that we're going to review are simple problems. Well, what makes them complicated and what usually causes kids problems is they get lazy and they don't think about units. Okay, so write down this sentence. Make sure you have time and distance units that match your
It says
blank
your.
units. Yeah, this is off. It shouldn't have. Make sure your, get rid of the have. Make sure your time and distance units match your, write it down and we'll figure it out. Make sure your time and distance units match your car. Yeah, speed units. So if your speed is in miles per hour, you got to make sure you're using miles in your distance and hours in your time.
Speed.
If your speed is in meters per second, you can't be using kilometers as your distance. You got to convert it to meters as well. All right, so let's look at example 1. Not buried in a story situation, just the facts. When D equals, or find D, when the speed equals 84 kilometers per hour and the time is equal to 45 minutes. Okay? Are there any problems with this? Jack?
The time is minutes and it's kilometers per hour.
Right, uh-oh. My time units don't match my speed units because I got those minutes. So I got to convert it to hours. What is 45 minutes in terms of hours? 45 minutes in terms of hours. Rita? 3/4 of an hour. Or you could say 0.75, but I kind of prefer 3/4 of an hour. Okay. Anyone confused about that? Now we need to find distance. What formula guides us, guess? Good. And we substitute in what we know. What do we know about the speed, Margaret? We're trying to find distance. Speed is 84. And what's my time, Mason?
3/4.
8:45 by 3.
How do we do this calculation?
8:45 times. Just simplify.
Oh, that's a good idea. How can we simplify it, Connor?
Do
Good. So what's my answer then, Ethan?
It is 63.
63 what?
No, kilometers per hour. Oh wait, no, kilometers.
Kilometers. I was finding the distance. So if somebody's traveling at a speed of 84 kilometers per hour for 45 minutes, they will go 63 kilometers. Makes sense, they haven't traveled a full hour, they won't go a full 84 kilometers. It'll be less than that, all right? Questions? Ethan?
Did you just do 3/4 to 84 in the first place?
Yeah, but a lot of kids, this will help them remember that process.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah,
So now you get it right.
don't worry, come on, focus, please still. Example 2, this time we're finding time. When the speed is 320 meters per second and the distance is 2 kilometers. All right, what do you think about these numbers we're given here, Alec? For the game. Come on. On example 2. What's the issue with what we're given here? What's the issue with what we're given? Yes?
The different units.
Okay, so what should I change? No? All right, so here's my uh-oh. My speed is in meters per second, but my distance is kilometers. So let's change the kilometers to meters. So it matches the speed. 2 kilometers, Connor, can you tell me what that is in meters?
You didn't know that.
All right. Now what do we do, Rhea?
Do plus 2.
Good. And what do I do with that formula, Rhea?
You do 2,000
Substitute in 2,000 for the distance.
equals 320 times t.
Good. We're solving for t at the time. What do I do? This is just algebra, Connor Capone, and you know how to handle it. What do you do, buddy?
You divide by 3.
Very good.
And this is the hard one, right? 2,520.
What's something nice that we can do with this, Alec? I want you on board here. Can you help me simplify?
We can take away 0 from 320 and 2,000.
Because we're canceling a factor of
10.
good. Any other canceling that you see we can do, Callie?
4 you can do, wait. Oh, no, you get 8 and 50. No, I don't.
50. Any other canceling? Margaret?
2, 3, 8, 4, and 25.
Good. So the math that I'm left with, Pony, is what?
Wait.
What do we got to do yet now? Cancel, cancel, cancel. Now we've got 25. Right. What's it simplified to, Ethan?
6 and 1 hours. Second.
No.
Good.
Well, that's fast.
Yep.
What? How do we
How
do
to
that?
go 2,000 meters into
320
Maybe
meters
it's
per
just
second.
that
Rocket.
rocket.
A rocket.
Maybe the rocket's well played.
Spaceship. All right. Questions about that? So that's really straight up, really making sure that you focus on the units. The other thing I want to review is average speed. The idea of average speed. Okay. You don't need to copy the word problem, but let's copy this beginning part and talk about average speed quickly. This is an important concept, and I'll see if I can trigger your memories from last year. Last year, when we first talked about average speed, I had out my car with my monkey in it, and I talked about driving to the Dells.
Oh,
And any of your parents, were any of your parents the person I said was driving to them?
I was driving.
You were driving. I was driving. Anyhow, we talked about the fact that if we were driving from somebody's house, we'll say Connor's house, to the Dells, Mrs. Guest would pull out of the driveway at a very slow speed, 5 miles per hour. Your mom. And she would drive at that 5 miles per hour for like less than a minute, right? And then she would turn on to probably some subdivision roads, I don't know, and drive for like 2 or 3 minutes at probably something like 25 miles per hour. And then she'd probably get onto a little busier road for maybe 5 or 10 minutes and drive at like 40 miles per hour. Then she'd get on the expressway and for the next 2 hours drive at 75 miles per hour. If we wanted to know their average speed for the whole trip, we can't average those speeds, right? Because they're only driving at 5 miles per hour for a split second and 10 miles per hour for a minute or two. So it wouldn't be fair to average them. Really, the average speed is going to be pretty close to that 75 miles per hour because of how long they were at it. So the key with average speed is that you do not ever average speeds. You never take 2 speeds, add them together, and divide by 2. You don't do that. You must first find what? The total blank and the total blank. Alec?
Speed, I'm sorry, distance and time.
Yeah, you gotta find the total distance and the total time. And then use D equals ST. Okay? That's the key about average speed. And that was the talk about Wisconsin Dells. So,
Oh, Bertha.
Bertha's meeting Bubba at the coffee shop. She travels 4 miles in 15 minutes on her bike when she gets a flat tire. So she takes 30 minutes to walk the remaining 2 miles. What was her average speed in miles per hour? So we don't want to find 2 speeds and average them together. Mason?
Add 1, 2, so
Okay.
there's 6 miles.
So we want to get our total distance. Remember doing the D sub T. Okay. So all together, Bertha went 6 miles. And we want to find what else? What else do we got to get? Connor, total time. Okay, so Connor added 15 plus 30, we got 45 minutes.
I have a question.
Okay.
Or are we gonna have to do this on the test?
It's not that hard.
Oh, yeah, because it's all review.
Yeah, but I don't.
All right. So, careful though, because what are you being asked to find in this problem? What are they asking you for, Margaret? Miles per hour. So what do we want to do about 45 minutes? What do we want to do about that? Ellie?
Change it to 3/4.
Right, good.
Why do you like the number 3/4?
Well, it makes for easy math for you, Mason.
That's nice.
Stop
criticizing the teacher.
Not criticizing the
She's not, he
teacher.
just asked, that's fine. All right, so now we know our total distance, our total time. How can we get the average speed? What can we do for the average speed? Ethan?
Divide,
Before you even say that, just give me the formula. With formula.
Another one likes the ducks.
Another one. Another
3, no.
No, I just want the formula, Ethan.
D equals ST then.
Okay.
And then
Time to add to my lyrics. All right. D equals ST. Now, Ethan, you're trying to figure out what to divide by what, but the formula helps us, right? Let's plug in our distance, which is 6. We're trying to find our speed, so we're going to leave that there as a variable. And our time is 3/4.
Oh, God.
So, guys, do you remember how to solve for S here when it's being multiplied by a fraction, this fractional coefficient? How do we get rid of the fraction? Jack?
Divide by 3/4.
And dividing by 3/4 is the same as
Multiply by 4/3.
multiplying by 4/3.
Yeah. That's 1.
No. Oh, this is, yes, this cancels out, so we know that our speed is equal to 4/3 times 6.
Oh, this one. Oh.
We got some quick canceling, Ethan,
It would be 3 and 6 and then 1 and 2.
and our speed therefore has to be 8. And Margaret reminded us it's going to be miles per hour.
and P and H.
Ethan?
Why you put the little T next to the D and the T?
That's the total distance, that's D sub
Oh.
T, and time total T sub T. Any questions?
Time is running out.